Hello, my name is Leonard Wright. I will be playing the role of Jesse from the play Plaza Suite by Neil Simon. I'll also be playing the role of Booster from the play Jitney by August Wilson. Why did I call you here yesterday? After 17 years. Let's start with, yes, I'm a famous Hollywood producer. Yes, I've never produced a film that's lost money. Yes, I have the magic touch. Call it talent, whatever you want, I don't know. The fact is, ever since I was old enough to sneak into the Ridgewood Theater in Tenafly, I've been a movie nut. Not only have I seen every Humphrey Bogart movie at least 8 times, I now own the print to all those films. Why do you think I was so crazy to buy his house? So I come to Hollywood, I get extremely lucky, and I was extremely smart. And presto, I become a producer. I love making movies. Some are good, some are bad. Most are fun. I want to continue doing this for the next 50 years. It's only half my life. The other half, spent in the last 14 years. It's married 3 times to 3 of the worst bitches you'd ever want to meet. I gave them love. I gave them a home. I gave them a beautiful way of life. And the 3 bitches took from me every cent I got. But I don't care about the money. Screw it. Excuse me, Mario. What hurts is they took the guts out of me. My first wife, Dolores. I caught her in bed with a jockey. A jockey. Do you know what it does to a man's self-respect to find your wife in bed with a 4'8" shrimp weighing 112 pounds? Like I said before, screw it. Tell me if I'm shocking you. My second wife, Charlotta, she was keeping her Spanish guitar instructor. Keeping him. I didn't catch her, but she didn't fool me. Nobody spends $27,000 in guitar lessons in 1 year. Are you listening to what I'm saying to you? I'm in a very bad way. I've been through 3 hellish, miserable marriages. I am losing all faith that there is anything that resembles an uncorrupt woman. So my mother, who still gets the Tenafly newspaper, shows me a picture of the PTA annual outing in Palisades. And who is there on the front page, looking every bit as young and lovely and sweet as she did 17 years ago, was my last salvation. Muriel Tate. That's why I had to see you, Muriel. To talk to you. To have a drink. To reaffirm my belief that there is a decent woman in this world. Even if you're the only one. Even if you're the last of a dying species. Somebody like you exists, Muriel, then maybe there's somebody for me. That's why I called you yesterday. Yeah, Pop. You taught me a lot of things. And a lot of things I had to learn on my own. Like that time Mr. Rand came to the house to collect rent when we was 2 months behind. I don't remember what year it was, I just remember it was winter. Grandma had just died. And you got behind on rent because you had to help pay for the funeral. I don't know if you knew it, Pop, but you were a big man. Everywhere you went, people treated you like a big man. You used to take me to the barber shop with you. You'd walk in there, fill up the entire place. Everybody would stop cussing because Jim Becker had walked in. I would just look at you and wonder, how could you be that big? I wanted to be like that. I would go to school, try to make myself feel big, but I never could. I told myself that's all right, because when I get grown, I'm going to be just like that. Walk in the barber shop and have everybody stop and look at me. That day Mr. Rand came to the house, it was snowing. You came out to the porch and Mr. Rand started shouting, cussing, and threatening to put us out on the streets where we belonged. I was waiting for you to tell him to shut up, to get off your porch. But you just stood there and promised you'd have the money next month. Mama came out to the door, and Mr. Rand kept shouting and cussing. I looked at Mama. She was just trying to get me to go in the house. And I looked at you, and you had gotten a lot smaller. The longer he shouted, the smaller you got. When we went back to the barber shop, you didn't seem so big no more. You was just the same size as everybody else. Just another man in the barber shop. That's when I told myself, if I ever got big, I'd never let nothing make me small. Then when I met Susan McKnight and found out her daddy was vice president of Gulf Oil, that's when I got big. That made me a big man. I felt like I could walk in the barber shop and fill it up the way you did. Then, when she told that lie on me, that's when I woke up. That's when I realized I wasn't big from the inside. I wasn't big on my own. When she told that lie on me, it made me small. I wanted to do something that said I wasn't just another nigga, but that I was Clarence Becker. I wanted to make them remember my name. So I thought about you, standing there, getting small, and Mr. Rand shouting. And Susan McKnight shouting that lie. And I realized it was my chance to make the Beckers big again. My chance to show what I learned on my own. I thought you would understand. I thought you'd be proud of me. Thank you.